Hello, friend. I'm Ric Beattie. I'm the senior minister at Unity of Royal Oak in Royal Oak, Michigan. And Royal Oak is an inner ring or old suburb to the city of Detroit in southeastern Michigan. So we welcome you to this midweek touch point. And I'm going to share with you a reading from Daily Word. And I do so with permission of Unity, the publishers of Daily Word. And this is for Wednesday, May 31. Here we are at the end of the month. And the key word is journey. And the affirmation, I deepen in faith on my spiritual journey. Throughout my life, I have grown. Physically, I have grown from a baby to a child to an adult. Along the way, I have grown intellectually. And as I've matured, I have grown emotionally. All of these developments have turned me into the person I am today. Even as I've grown in ways I could see and feel, I've also been growing spiritually. This growth may have been imperceptible, but looking back, I can recall deepening an awareness of God as the source of my faith, the truth of my wholeness, and the wellspring of my love. I love that idea. As I have shared these divine gifts and so many more, I've come to know and love God deeply. This deepening in faith has guided me onward along my soul's journey of awakening. And the Bible verse for today is from Ephesians 4:15. Speaking the truth in love, we must grow up in every way into Him who is the head, the Christ. We grow into that. We grow into that consciousness. So this particular reading touches me in several places, several ways. I deepen in faith on my spiritual journey, the affirmation. I've had over the last many years, people come to me and say, I want to start my spiritual journey. Or I want to find my spiritual path. And this is what I always say, and I'm going to say it to you. Take a deep breath. You've always been on your journey. From the moment you were born, probably before. You have been on a journey of self-discovery, of becoming. It's an upward and outward spiral. We're never stuck. We're either growing or we're diminishing, expanding or contracting. But every step you've ever taken has been the perfect one for you. Every step you've ever taken has been a necessary step to bring you to the point where you are right now. And life is happening now, only always, never any other time but now. The things that are past will never be more over than they are right now. The past is done. So that one I wanted to share. And even as I've grown in ways I could see and feel, I've also growing spiritually every day, every moment of every day of your life. You are navigating these waters, understanding who you are, growing in terms of your ability to be self-regulating, self-aware, growing in your ability to know yourself, to be okay with it, to let go of what other people might think of you. Because frankly, what they think of you is none of your business. That's a simple kind of a snip or snide or remark, but it's not. People are going to think of you what they're going to think of you, regardless of what you think, regardless of how bad you want them to think something else. And the bottom line is it doesn't really matter. It never matters. Can you live in your skin? Can you be yourself, regardless of what they think? Tomorrow, June the 1st, begins Pride Month across many places, across most of the United States, other parts of the world. And I remember a concept that came into my mind long ago when I was in my early 20s. And that was one day, I think I'd been marching on a march or organizing, making phone calls. I've done all of those things. And I believe that I've had some effect to help make positive changes. But one afternoon, I think I was living in California at the time, was sitting out on my porch. And I thought, whether other people give me equality or not doesn't matter. The only one it really matters is if I know it. And I believe that as a whole lot of us knew that, as a whole lot of us embraced that we were reflections of that life we call God, that each of us is, no matter what your shape, your size, your color, your orientation, the way you express, it doesn't matter. You wear freaky clothes? Awesome. You wear very plain clothes? Cool. You, whatever it is, fill in the blanks. You're a unique you. You are you. You are that person that God made in its own image and after its own likeness. That's a Bible way of saying you are a reflection of that life, that light that is God. So, whoever you are, however you show up, as I have shared these divine gifts and so many more, I've come to know and love God deeply. When you connect with who you truly are, your most authentic self, letting go of what other people might think, all the woulds and the shoulds and the coulds, and that takes work. It's not easy. I applaud you. If you're here experiencing this meditation, this teaching, I applaud you. Because this journey is not an easy one. It's simple, but not necessarily easy. For us to let go of our preconceived idea about who we should be or what we should be like or how we should be or who we should love, whatever, doesn't matter. So just some things to think about here on the 31st of May. I'm going to begin some music in just a moment from Kim Lange, her 6 Degrees of Meditation. And before I do that, I invite you to take a deep breath with me. Just deep breath in. And sigh it out. And trust and know that right where you are, God is. This is the truth of you. Another deep breath. Relax with each breath. Start a scan of your body, start at your toes and work your way all the way up, pausing in any place where you encounter stress or resistance. Sometimes it shows up as resistance in the body. And I think that, at least I didn't used to pay much attention to my body. Now I do. Our body can tell us a lot by how it's feeling. Just like our emotions can tell us a lot by how they're feeling, how we're feeling in the moment. Are you feeling down, discouraged? You're thinking something about you that your indwelling Christ would never think. It couldn't. It can never think for you or want for you anything but the very best. It can never want something that's less. Only always more. More love, more joy, more peace. So as you find those stressful places, release them. Release the stress to the nothingness from which it comes. Let's have a time together in communion with God. If you should hear any noise that disturbs you, either from my office or from wherever you are as you experience this time together, treat it as a reminder to turn within, a reminder to come closer to the life that lives you. Just notice your breathing, the pattern of it. Notice the pattern. And trust that it is unfolding perfectly. Do you know that you are an eternal spiritual being? That you are an emanation of the very life that is God? Know that in this moment all is well. As you continue to relax, noticing the breath, your pattern of breathing in and out, breathing in peace, and breathing out peace. Peace, I am peace. With every sound you hear, every note from the music, every breath you take, allow yourself to become more and more aware of that something in you, that something more in you. I have many names for that more. My inner being, the eternal Christ presence, Emmanuel, God in me, my hope of glory. It's both exhilarating and sometimes terrifying to know that I reflect the very life that is God. That's why it's true when we say, right where I am, God is. It's the truth. Think about it. Allow yourself to dream it. Allow yourself to even dare to think it. Because I believe the more that you allow yourself to dare to imagine, to dream, that you are becoming more in every moment. You can meditate with your eyes open or closed, it matters not. Sometimes it's easier with your eyes closed. I love to look at the pictures on the wall behind me. I love this picture of the globe, and I love this picture, which seems to represent for me the surface of the globe. It's a little bit closer. Swirls of color, life energy. And from this place of deep relaxation, our minds and hearts are open to receive the impulse, the guidance, the direction, the whisper. I know it by many different names. If you know that presence by another name, put it in the chat or make a comment on this recording, this video. And now I invite you to call to mind any circumstance or situation in your life, in the life of someone that's near and dear to you. Circumstance in our country, in our government, in your state, your city, wherever you are, that you would like to see healed, that you would, without trying to force it, let us imagine a wave of health and wholeness sweeping the globe, transforming everything it touches, every life, every government. Wrap your mind around an image of whatever you're holding, whatever person, situation, circumstance that you're holding in thought, in consciousness. Seeing it whole, healed, progressively, stage by stage, moment by moment. Almighty God, we trust and know that you are more than any of us can imagine. And not only there is one world, but many worlds. We have no idea how many hundreds of thousands it appears. We trust and know that you are leading us to be good stewards of this one where we live. And to be conscious of our own journey as spiritual beings, the trace we leave, the pathway we leave. For we know that each of us can share joy or sorrow. We can share a smile or a scour. Both have power. May your presence, your light, your love shine through each of us, transforming the experiences that we have of connecting with other people. May we all be awake and aware. So it is always. Amen. I invite you to go to our website at unityofroyaloak.org. There you'll find our full schedule of what we have going on, in person and hybrid, meaning online and in person. Some things just online. It's all there in our calendar. Whatever you're doing this week, we've just had Memorial Day now. Many of us are embracing the summer and some fun. So have some fun, and even let your fun lead you to a deeper understanding of who you are. God bless you. I'm Ric, R-I-C, at unityofroyaloak.org. I'd love to hear from you. Namaste.